Hi everybody, my name is Chris Johnstone and I am a science teacher at Middlebury Union High School, and I wanted to create this short video to help you understand what a screencast is and actually how to make a screencast. So right now you're actually viewing a screencast. It's me showing you what's on the screen on my computer while narrating it, and I just so happen to be doing a picture-in-picture with webcam simultaneously. All of those things can be done in a screencast. So I want to talk more about what a screencast is, and again, how you can make one to use just personally, professionally, or in your classrooms. So a screencast, again, is simply showing somebody through a video that's recording what's on your screen. You can imagine that there's all kinds of uses for this. You can show someone a picture on your screen, or you can show someone a diagram, or more importantly, you can actually show someone how to do something on the screen or on a computer if they have a question like I'm doing right now. So there are many different ways to make a screencast. There are some computer programs that will capture the screen and anything that you do on the screen, including any cursor movements or anything else that you do on the screen, including opening and closing windows and clicking on certain elements. Some of those programs cost money. For example, I'm using a program right now called Camtasia Studio, and it's made by Techsmith, and it's because I like to make screencasts a lot, and I do a lot of screencasts, and so I actually purchased that product to make my screencast. There's another program called ScreenFlow, and it's actually, I think, a default program included with all Mac programs, and it's also very good for making screencasts. There's also some other versions for PC users, and actually a lot of free ways to make screencasts. That's what I want to show you in this video. So a screencast, again, is showing your screen and showing you or showing your students how to do something, or showing a colleague how to do something through the video. And in a classroom setting, it might look something like this. So here we go. The thing that I'm actually manipulating in my experiment is called the variable. In this case, it's the yeast. It's the experimental condition that I'm purposefully changing. In this case, one loaf of bread is going to get 1 tablespoon of yeast. The other loaf of bread is going to get 2 tablespoons of yeast. And that's my variable. But everything else I hold constant. Constants are things that help control for anything else that would lead us to make some invalid conclusions about our hypothesis. So I'm going to use the same amount of flour, the same type of flour, the same amount of sugar and milk and oil and some of the other ingredients, and hold those all constant. That way, in the end, when I'm making my conclusions and I want to evaluate my hypothesis, I'm not dealing with all different kinds of variables. The only variable that I'm dealing with is the yeast. So again, there are many ways to make a screencast. I want to show you a free way to make a screencast. That is, if you have a computer that has a microphone, and if you want to do the webcam, obviously your computer would actually have to have the webcam as well. So again, the way I'm about to show you is free, and it's through the Chrome browser. So if you have Chrome browser downloaded and available on your machine, then you can do this. So you can see now that I'm on my computer screen here, and I have my Chrome browser open. I'm actually not signed into Chrome, but I would recommend that you do that, to sign in with your Google Apps for Education account to actually do the things that I want to show you to make your screencast. So the first thing is we're going to go get a small program that operates inside the Chrome browser, and that's in the Chrome store. So right here on the left-hand side of most app windows. If you don't know how to get to the app window, you can open up a new tab like you see I just did. And you click this little apps, little rainbow window thingy over here, and you'll get all apps that are installed on your Chrome browser once you sign in. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the store. This is where you get all Chrome applications that you can add to your browser to do all kinds of things. And the application we're looking for is called Snagit. And Snagit originally was a screen capture software, allowed you to take pictures of what's on your screen, but it now allows you to take video of what's happening on your screen. So again, Snagit is the name, and I'm going to go ahead and search the Chrome Web Store for these items. And 2 important things come up here. The first is the Techsmith Snagit application, and if you click the free blue plus button over here on the right hand side, you're going to add that to your Chrome account, and it's going to travel with you whenever you log in to Chrome, and it's free, and it's endorsed by Google and Chrome, so you can be assured that it's a safe program. So you go ahead and add that. I'm not going to click it right now because I'm going to show you my logged in window in just a moment, but go ahead and click that. It's going to ask you to, are you sure you want to add it, and things like that, and say go ahead. You also want to add the Techsmith Snagit extension. It's a little bit different. You need both of them in order to do the screencast, so go ahead and do the same procedure by adding that to your Chrome account. And again, both the app and the extension will travel with you regardless of where you log into Chrome. So after you add the extension and the Chrome app, that's the Snagit, by the way, it's going to show up in your app window here. Again, we went to the store first, but now I have lots of apps you can see here in my logged in window, and my Snagit icon is down here in the lower right hand side. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. It's the S icon for Snagit. So again, when you click on the application icon, here comes the little window for the Snagit application. And this is your library right here. I have a couple things that I did. I had a picture and a video I did earlier. And they're right here, all the recordings you would ever do. All the screencasts would be right here. To do a new screencast, you would click the plus button right here. And if you hover over it, it says New Screen Recording. So I'm going to click on that. And this new window asks me what window I want to actually record. The first one is the whole screen, and a lot of people opt for this because, again, it allows you to have multiple things on the screen while recording them at the same time. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and select that, but I could record directly within a single browser window. For example, if you had a certain picture or diagram or something happening within one browser window and you didn't want to record what's going on in the rest of the screen, you could choose just that window. For example, I have the school website open here with a YouTube video that I could record if I wanted to. So I'm going to click Screen, and I'm going to click Share. I'm sharing my screen. I'm not really sharing it in real time here. They use the word share in place of the word record, really. So as soon as you click that button, the Snagit application is working in the background to record your screen. So I'm actually creating a screencast within a screencast right now. So any movement I do here on screen as I switch from one window to the next, and as I narrate over the video here, you get to see anything that happens on my screen. I can open and close windows as I see fit. And again, I can narrate over whatever I want to narrate over. So again, this can be helpful in showing some slides. For example, here is some slides that I would show my students. I might want to pose this question, and then maybe once they watch the video, watch the screencast, maybe they can answer those questions. This is actually just one slide in a larger presentation that I might do a screencast for. So let's say you do your screencast and you've been narrating over whatever you've been doing on the screen, and you're done recording and you want to stop your screencast. Well, right down at the bottom of the screen is the Stop Sharing button. And again, the word share is used in place here in place of recording. So you're really stopping the recording. And as soon as you click that, it stops recording and may take a few moments to actually render the video that you've just created. Now you can see in the small Snagit window here in my library, you can see a short portion of the video that I just created. And it gives it a name, and I'm going to call it Test Screencast, and hit enter, and that locks in that name. And it's now in my library for my Snagit library. I can click the arrow next to the library button and actually go back to my library. You can see the video I just created is right here, and you could click on that video and play it and preview it, make sure it's like you want. If it's not, you can delete it and make a new screencast as many times as you want to get your screencast as perfect as you want. You can also download this video you just created of your screencast and input it into a video editing software of your choice, and actually cut out the beginning and the end because you may have been clicking around on the record buttons. You may have been getting prepared for the screencast and not actually want that as part of your finished video. Or maybe you can edit out the ums and ahs and all the parts that you maybe stopped and started and you don't want in the screencast. So again, you can edit that as well. But there you go. Now you've created a screencast. You showed someone what you were doing on your screen, and you narrated over that, hopefully, explaining what you were doing. And I'm sure you can find out a lot of uses for this. If you have any further questions, feel free to email me. My email address is right here on the screen for you. And I'll be happy to answer questions and even help people firsthand making some screencasts. So go ahead and make a screencast, use it in your classroom, or teach your colleagues how to do something, and have fun.